It's a second semi-final on Campo Central. A win earlier today for David Ferrer, who will earn the right to play him in tomorrow's showpiece final. Will it be the rookie, Ernest Gulbis, or will it be the four-time champion and one of the greatest players ever to play on this surface, Rafael Nadal? He would have to defy the odds today, no question about that. He was to defeat this man. But he's a confident individual, is the Latvian. Remember, he's already got the scalp of Federer this week. Why not make it two big ones? One thing you can be absolutely certain of is he's going to have to play lights out. Interesting little footnote as well that Gulbis has played all 4 of his matches this week on centre court. Quite unusual for somebody ranked that low, but that's got to help him as well, Nick.
Yeah, I think so. I think it's been a growing week for Gulbis. You know, I don't necessarily think. I think the win over Federer was big, but I must think the win over Landry was almost as big because you know he may at times everyone was against him. Yes, I know everyone was against him against Federer as well, but you know there were times against Landry. He was playing some inspired stuff, and this was a guy ranked outside the world's top 100. He was playing at the top of his game. Gulbis was strong mentally. You know, yes, he broke a racket and whatnot, but I thought he hung tough in that one. And in a similar thing to last night, first set could have gone either way. If it had got away from him, could easily have gone away.
Of playing on centre court is always nice. It's tough when you have to step up there for the first time in a semis or a final. Try and get used to the dimensions of the court because centre court's always so much bigger. And often your backdrop is the crowd, as is in the case here. Whereas a lot of the outside courts, you have green fencing around the back. So these little things take a while to get used to. So plenty of practice this week. Still 300 moves.
Kind of ironically here is one of the first things that struck us coming in is actually it's quite tight, the centre court, the new centre court. The backdrop is perhaps not as big as some, and also going off the sidelines. There's not a lot of width.
Break point early doors. Such an intimidating figure on the other side of the net, isn't he? Got to be ready. On the very first ball when you take on Nadal, such as the intensity, the focus that he brings.
Yeah, I think these are good conditions for Nadal today. You know, it's pretty warm. Ball's going to jump around a little bit. It's going to get a bit of purchase. You know, people often talk about Nadal, you know, and what conditions he does play his best tennis, clay court tennis, and it's when it's hot. It's when the ball's fizzing around and he's getting some work off the court.
Yeah, the new strings he's got in his racket as well, and octagonal in shape. If you look at them under a microscope, and it just gives him more spin, if you can believe it, than the old strings that he was using. It's enabled him to string the rackets a little looser as well, and the combination of slightly looser strings with more spin, it's ridiculous. Just when you think it couldn't get any better.
Again, I think he hasn't lost serve this week. That's another factor for Nadal. Just how well he's been serving.
Choose any physique for a tennis player. If you're building your own tennis player, how would you kind of like to put them together?
First drop shot there. Rafa was there, but he just chose the wrong shot, really. Gulbis was onto it, seen it before. Yeah, going back to your question, I think most of the physique, the better physique come from the legs, Rob. The majority of the good guys have got very, very strong legs, very strong core. Nowadays, we touched on it the other day how strong they are around the court. And I think as well, the flexibility of guys, you know, something that certainly helped my game, even though I'm a little bit older now, is being more flexible. The guys doing yoga, Bikram yoga, these sorts of things.
Just approaching his 45th birthday come October. Just kidding.
Minus 13.
There you go. Nadal, and I wonder sometimes he's got big muscles for a tennis player. Sometimes I think those kind of physiques are more prone to breaking down rather than guys with the long muscle groups, say like a Henman, Anchich.
Murray.
Yes, exactly.
One thing, if you look at Nadal's forehand, the elastic he has on his forehand is phenomenal. Yes, he muscles the ball, of course he does, but if you ever just sat and watched Nadal, and I did in Monte Carlo, just sit and watch your forehands. It's like his arm is so loose, so loose. I was talking to someone the other day and they said to me, you know, if you put a wooden racket in the top 10 guys' hands, what would the top 10 order be? And they reckon Nadal will be pretty low.
As in close to number one, or low as in outside the top 10?
A little bit lower in terms of outside the top 10.
I tend to agree with that. I think these days the technology really helps a guy like him. Strings, rackets.
Yeah, that would be fun, wouldn't it? If we could set that up. Top 8, end of the year. Wooden rackets.
Long pants.
Seeing Nadal make these though, aren't we? Almost the crowd, I think, expected him to make it by their reaction. Trying to do too much.
Those two shots are going to have to fire for him today. That first serve and the big forehand. It's just to keep pace with Nadal. .213 kilometers an hour. Closing out his second serve game. A lot more profitable than his opening one.
His ranking will rise to around about the mid-30s, and I think the potential for him now is maybe to sneak his seeding at the French Open. Possibly is in the back of his mind, if he can be top 32 there.
It's a big help, isn't it?
Yeah, I think at the French it may be slightly less of a help of all the slams, would you agree? Just the depth there is at the French. I understand what you're saying, and I think
I just think anytime you can avoid the big guys, it has potential to play Nadal first round if you're not seeded.
Sure.
But definitely makes the draw a little easier. Avoid top 31 players in the world.
Yeah, and I think that's very likely actually. And he will gain that after this week, even if he was to lose here today.
Semi-finals day at Internazionale Biennale d'Italia. Rob Koenig alongside Nick Lester. Thoroughly enjoying our second semi-final of the afternoon. A win earlier today for David Ferrer over Fernando Verdesco. Will Rafael Nadal make it an all-Spanish affair again for the third consecutive week? He's off to a good start. Gulbis in his opening service game. I'll be looking to keep the Latvian at arm's length here.
He was definitely affected, as we talked about this last year as well, by the divorce of his parents, and we may never know just how much, because he tends not to say a great deal to the media. They were a very, very tight family, the Nadals.
Point was good for service.
Doesn't miss much, Mohamed Layani. Thoroughly enjoys his work, as you can tell. It's hot and cold for him. Can't afford to miss those kind of opportunities against Nadal. It wasn't like that was even close.
No, but again, I think that's in keeping with what we've seen this week from Gulbis in many ways. It does. When that does miss, it does miss big.
It's certainly not in keeping with what we've seen from Nadal this week. Normally, so stingy with unforced errors. There's that contest we spoke about, Nick. The backhand of Gulbis up against Nadal's forehand.
Yeah, totally. Gulbis had to hit probably 6 or 7 balls there of the highest quality. I thought Nadal had turned the point around. A backhand towards the end of the rally got a good deal of depth, but he's keeping the margins as well as the power he had.
This would be a nice coup d'etat for Gulbis. A lot of guys have come close to breaking him this week, but no one has succeeded.
That's something maybe again you need to talk about the minor improvements he's made in his game. He hasn't changed it a great deal over the years. Yes, he's stepping a little bit closer to the baseline, but he's got to rely on the serve a bit more in times of trouble.
Small changes though, continually over the course of 5 or 6 years that, you know, they add up. He's always looking to improve as Nadal. A little bit of early danger.
I
think that's what's made him so successful, is the fact that he's prepared to make these changes. A lot of guys would be comfortable in his position. He's looked to, he made the point just the other day, to play better on grass, to play better on a hard court, play smarter, learn to finish the points off at the net.
It's probably by learning to play better on grass and on hard, it's made him a better clay court player.
Can you believe it? That's the play against Rafa. If you can generate enough pace, trying to rush him, outmaneuver him on the forehand side. He's not as good moving to his left. Already double digits as far as the unforced error count is concerned. 60% of them coming off his forehand side. It's not even close.
It's interesting because a lot of guys on that sort of play, having hit the slider out wide, we've seen this week, would actually go with the inside out forehand. Gulbis is very happy just to hang there and hit the backhand cross court.
Technically, his backhand sound, he's shown us his forehand might be bigger, but he also makes a lot more unforced errors off that side. Backhand's a world-class shot. So is his first serve. Used to be 6'3", maybe just to hit down on the ball a little more. Something I'll know very little about.
Gulbis. Gulbis.
Third ace. It's probably one of the few departments he's ahead in thus far.
It's just so hard on this surface when you get behind the 8 ball in a rally, isn't it, against Nadal on an occasion like that. Whereas he's able to turn the tables You see, once he gets on top, he will just punish you.
Don't give him too many second serves either, because from the very first strike he puts you under pressure.
Just thought maybe Nadal just stopped. That's a shocker.
He's hit some big serves when he's needed to keep him in this game.
Use.
Far and away the longest game of the match so far. Closing on 7.5 minutes now. That's crisper.
Sure what that expression was, but that was bang on, wasn't it?
Gulbis.
Perfect volley. Nadal had to do almost like a half circle kind of turn. You can see, just couldn't regain his balance.
It's a good game to win. Worked very hard for it. Certainly help the mentality. Is there a game plan against this guy on clay?
If there is, I don't know. No, listen. It's pretty clear that I think most guys feel they're playing for second place. Even Verdasco said that last week. Who's obviously had a pretty good run so far this week. So if he feels that way, well, that's a little bit of a concern. As you say, there's not too many guys that are dominating their sport like this man on this surface at the moment.
One of the things that Nadal does so well is the way he spreads the court and forces you to work so hard as well when you're up against him.
That's right, and we talked as well about at the top of the program how Nadal just put his game on the court. I mean, Gulbis' general strength is, yes, the forehand is destructive, but the backhand is very, very solid. Doesn't really make too many errors with the backhand, but you can see from the amount of balls that were landing in the backhand side, Nadal is very happy to go to that wing. He's not afraid of it.
Yeah, my best against your best. I'm backing myself to come out on top. That's the mentality that Rafa uses against his opponents on the surface. Not easy with that shadow. It's come halfway across the court there. It's 2 misses in a row, I'm telling you. Definitely affects you. I mean, you know what it's like. That ton of tennis as well. That ball goes from the light into the shadow and then back out of it again. Finely toned and tuned tennis players we are.
Or even more so after that gym session this morning. I've yet to see you on the beach tennis court though.
Now I'll do a couple hundred push-ups before I go out there without my shirt on.
World Championships start tomorrow. On site here.
Pretty popular back at home. One of my buddies, Grant Williams, doing the deed down there in Cape Town. It's very popular in that neck of the woods. Beach tennis, Clifton Beach, you know that all too well.
Very nice part of the world. Gulbis did well with the backhand because he got some good leather on it. Just forced Nadal a Russia touch.
Three points off of a serve. Always nice. And if you can get the ball through the court like that on a clay court, I wonder what he's going to do on a quicker court. Shot selection there with the backhand cross court.
Yeah, and again, it goes to emphasise you just can't take your eyes off the ball. You can't let anything slip. There's one wrong shot against this kid. That's what you get.
Giving Nadal a taste of his own medicine.
Absolutely, he was all over the court here. Look where he is now. Full stretch, that is a shot to nothing. It's all about balance.
Pacey as well. To be really good, given how well Nadal moves.
Yeah, and you know what? I don't think it was the wrong shot. I really don't. I think it was there. We've seen him hit it this week. He's got that in the locker, that shot. Half an inch.
Often makes a big difference.
To the serve up nicely as well. He's going, I'd say 70% of the time on the Nadal backhand on that serve, but pinning the one down the middle as well. Had a bit of success with this sort of play, didn't he, yesterday?
Gulbis.
Up at the net, drop volley. It's brave though, I'm going to believe it.
Yeah, you don't want to be too heavy-handed with that drop volley.
Nadal.
Cannot afford this many unforced errors. Lets you off the hook that easily on a break point. Might send Uncle Tony into cardiac arrest. Good one.
It's disguising it, isn't it? Sets up so, or looks as though he's going to go through it. Look how good it was, and look how close Nadal was to actually making it. Well, that's rough, but he's made 12 first serves in a row now. There's Gulbis.
Still isn't able to win the game. And he's not exactly just pushing at first serve in there. Well, Filippo Volandri style. First serve speed, 202 k's an hour. Now that's a baker's dozen. 13 in a row now for him.
Gulbis.
Jump backhand. Shot made famous by
Marcelo Rios.
good answer. We had to. He's only about 5'9".
He needed it. Who has been playing a bit of seniors tennis, Marcello, these days. And I hear his daughter is very, very good as well. She trains in Miami. Somebody was telling me the other day.
A grueling service game for Gulbis.
Gulbis.
Right there, change the dynamic with a point with the forehand up the line. And, pretty much in control thereafter. Such good reactions. Look at those first two steps to get back for the lob. There's those strong legs you talk about. So important for a tennis player to have a good base. Also nice to be able to serve the odd ace. It took a while. I feel like he's been serving for the vast majority of this opening set. Such have been the service games that he's been involved in. It's Nadal still with the break, 4-3.
Well, we were talking the other day about tensions and the strings of the guys, and Gulbis this week is one of the highest strung rackets, 60 pounds he's stringing his rackets at around this week, which is, given the averages, around about 45 to 50. Very, very tight strings that he has in his sticks. The tighter it is, the less power you can generate. Therefore, it suggests that the kid has some pretty good timing, which we know all too well. This week,
Tempo.
arm in arm. Love in the air here in Rome.
Minuti rapidamente, grazie. Giocatori sono pronti, grazie. Amore. Grazie. Seduti, grazie. Grazie. 15-0, 15 now.
Well, Rob Coney's gone out on a limb this week and suggested that Rafa won't lose a set on clay this spring.
Through the French Open final. I just can't see anybody challenging him. I think he's playing particularly well today by his lofty standards from what I've seen in a lot of his other matches.
Yeah, I don't know. I think a lot of that has to do with this kid. I think it's when you make 15 first serves in a row and you've got the serve that he's got.
That's fair comment.
14 now.
A few guys, I think you used a great analogy there with Gulbis and Söderling. You can really get the ball through the court on clay. Of course, if a double-handed backhand makes a big difference as well when you play against Rafa. Single-handed struggle, especially Roger. You understand Wawrinka's single-handed backhand.
Yeah, but I think the difference between Wawrinka and Söderling and Gulbis is that Wawrinka is a heavy ball. Therefore, the ball sits up quite nicely. I think with Gulbis's and Söderling's, it stays very, very low, and I don't think Rafa likes that quite so much.
It's almost imperative. It's the kind of shot you've got to have if you want to beat him. Guys who do it on a hard court have that shot. It's like Bandian, James Blake for a while, Thomas Burditch for a while. That's a 17th winner. Goes back to what we were talking about, Nick.
15 now.
Completely. Look how unsettling it is. Nadal can't get the upper hand in the rally, and then it becomes about execution. You get the ball.
Unfortunately, those 17 winners have been offset by 10 unforced off that forehand side. I can't believe how big it is as well. See the reaction from Rafa.
0, 13 now.
Gulbis has settled nicely into this match after a very nervy opening service game. He's done well. 5-4, Nadal leads.
I've been very impressed. Well done, this Gulbis. So far, he's come out here and I think what most people expected him of. Of course, he's shown it this week. He's got the firepower. Just unsettle, really, is the word. You need to try and do against Nadal. You can't sit here and put balls in play and wait for a start to doing your court sprints. That's what you're going to be doing.
New sponsor, Corona, this year. This is the first event that they are part of. Multi-million-dollar deal for the next 5 years. Rico have also extended their deal with the tour. There'll be now 12 events.
Tempo.
Tennis certainly is one sport you want to be associated with, especially in the current environment. You've got the likes of Nadal and Federer spearheading things there, such great ambassadors for our sport, but there's so many exciting players to watch. Songa, Juan Martin Del Potro, Davydenko has had a resurgence of late. Pity those two guys are injured at the moment. I don't know if much will affect this guy. He's got a chance here to wrap up the opening set. Great to have Andy Roddick playing well again.
15
so important, that American market.
Yeah, not just the American market, the personality, isn't it?
Of course he is.
It's not, well, generally people warm to him as a person. Good guy, honest guy, up front.
That's what I like about Roddick, speaks his mind. Always get a couple of good sound bites from the American.
Often a good tweet as well. Following Twitter. Spoken, wasn't he, recently about against the ITF, about the Davis Cup situation.
Yeah, I think he hit the nail on the head as well. It's been a bone of contention for a long time amongst the top players. He's hit a couple of great drop shots. There's no exception. Tried to go for that ultra cut right back. Gets the 80-degree lob wedge. Couldn't pull it off. One's got to 5 in a set against Nadal so far in the springtime. Gulbis is 2 points away from that.
30-14.
So that's a second break point for Gulbis in this opening set. And again, quickly snuffed out. Loves that serve up the middle on the big points to the ad side.
Gulbis.
Another chance to get back on level terms.
Out. Nice penalty.
That's how far.
Parità deuce.
Let's check it out. Well up.
Surprised the linesman on that side didn't see that one. Maybe unsighted.
Also good. Knows his opponent well. Directing a serve to the forehand on all those big points. See, he's thinking about it. Set point. He's got it. Pops is happy.
6-4.
A tough first set for Nadal, but he prevails after 58 minutes, 6-4.
A very, very enjoyable set of tennis, I think.
Francouzská nejvyšší fotbalová soutěž finišuje. 35. kolo svedlo dohromady dva největší favority. Druhé Auxerre a vedoucí Olympique Marseille. Domácí tým patří k velkému překvapení letošní sezóny. Nejenže je stále ve hře o přímý postup do Ligy mistrů, ale také si udržuje reálnou naději na titul. Po loňském 8. místě teď míří fotbalisté z Burgundska až na samotný vrchol. Dnes večer sledujte Nova Sport. Zápas anglické Premier League na mušce dvou moderátorů a jejich hostů. Tentokrát se společně zaměří na zápas Sunderland-Manchester United. Studio Double. V neděli odpoledne na stanici Nova Sport.
Grazie.
Always make a big effort, do the Spanish fans with their banners and support.
Seconda partita al servizio Gulbis. Grazie. Giocatori sono pronti. Sentire rapidamente. Grazie.
Set number 2. Remember the opening service game was the one that cost him in set number 1.
Zero.
They want a better start than that.
Lot 15. Grazie.
Last thing he wants to do right now is give up his wicket here.
Quindici, 15-30.
Shot is so effective because of the power he possesses, because a lot of the times he's pushing you deep, pounding groundies so that you get onto your heels expecting it again, and he throws in the drop shot. And again, 2 bounces forward across the service line, always a good dropper. Nice.
Trenta, 14-30.
Beautiful forehand. That ball did not move from its path that it was sent on. Well-struck shot never does. I guess for him, it's about trying to break Nadal's serve now, Nick.
Well, it is, and we talked about the improvements that Nadal's made in the serve. You can see the variety, the balls placed different places in the service box. He's getting a lot of different angles. You can see also on the ad side, when the big point comes around, he's going down the tee, almost the corkscrew serve, if you like, into the weaker wing of Gulbis on the forehand side. And likewise, in fact, on the juice side, he's scored with you can see the 3 black balls on the right-hand side. He's scored very well when it's unreturned on that side and into the Gulbis forehand. It's tough when the lefty hits that wide one as well on the juice side. It's curving into the body.
He's got plenty of free points off of it, hasn't he?
He's not had any answer. This is a video last week. Nadal playing Korea here. I think it was 05, 06. I forget now when the actual final was. And serve was just really bowling in most of the time, just kicking the point off. Doesn't change the face much, does he, Mr. Yumi?
Coaching from the side of the court, Hernan. A lot of the coaches too, very difficult to police. Throw a bit of advice to their charge. Initially.
Well, we talked about the serve just a moment or two ago, and Nadal going into that forehand. He picked it there, didn't he?
And 30-40.
Big chance here for the Latvian. There it is again, just as Nick highlighted in the TMI graphic we showed you. Big points, he's going at the forehand or forehand body, especially on the ad side. And it's paying dividends because he's getting a lot of free points off of it.
Rafael Nadal.
Very well.
Yeah, completely. A very big exer of this. He was trying to be too cheeky for his own good, wasn't he? Trying to outwit Nadal. Not sure you want to be doing that, but one thing's for sure, he needs to take one of these.
Fifth breakpoint opportunity. And that time, try to mix it up. Stayed away from the forehand. Characteristic game from Nadal. Loose points. First time this week he's lost serve.
And that's got the crowd going. But in many ways, I think the big game comes now. Because I think so often we've seen over the course of Nadal's career his ability to forget what's just gone on and stay in the present.
But what are the chances he's going to break back here right now? Pretty good here. It's probably one of the best runs anybody's been on against Nadal. Gulbis has got to keep finding that first serve, getting those 3 points. First serve percentage now is sitting at a healthy 80% for the match. It's remarkable.
And 13-15. quindi 40-15.
14 and 4 steers for Nadal in the course of this match. Already 5 of those in the set. Growing for Ernest Gulbis. He's looking very good here in set number 2. 3-love he leads Nadal.
He really has just picked up where he left off in the first set. And it all stems almost for the serve, because Nadal has not really been able to get up in the rally off the serve. This has been dropping the hammer. Unsettling, you know, a guy like Rafa, we all know, loves a good rhythm. Likes to get a foothold in a rally and work his man around, whereas Gulbis just hasn't given him that today. Looks like, as we mentioned, Soderling didn't do in Paris. He's going to hang around. He's going to try and keep Nadal pinned. It's a lot easier said than done.
Semi-finals day here at the Foro Italico. Rob Koenig alongside Nick Lester. Thoroughly enjoyed the first match of the day. David Ferrer, a little too good for Fernando Verdasco, and Ernest Gulbis, the young Latvian, the man who put out Roger Federer earlier on in the tournament. He's certainly giving Nadal a run for his money here. Sustain the level? That's the big question.
Quindi 15 now.
Just hanging in the point.
And 15-13-15.
big time. Got really deserved.
40-30.
Nadal does get a game on the board.
Gulbis conduce 3 games to 1.
It's a little device that detects the nets. Detects vibrations.
It's been relentless on serve so far.
Against Nadal. Can't say that about many players.
Just dropped a bit short that return, didn't it?
That's impressive. Many guys can hit that many winners past Nadal on the surface.
That's gone long. First time in a while. 15-30. Again from Gulbis.
40-30.
Stacked it up. 81% on those first serves in this set, finding the mark, and they are causing Nadal all sorts of trouble.
Shows you how vitally important the first serve is for Gulbis. When he's down to his weaker second offering, he's struggling.
Long.
So 20% chance of winning the point here. Can't defy the odds.
Nadal.
Check at the vertical here. Pretty decent. It's given him a break back point.
Not for long.
It's one of the toughest serves to hit as well. He's hit it at 215 k's an hour. Over the highest part of the net. And he's been able to create a massive angle.
Service line. Gulbis with the first strike.
Gulbis.
This spring, Nadal is in just a spot of bother.
Certainly is, Nick. It's Gulbis who leads 4-1 in set number 2.
Grazie, per favore.
Squeezed it in.
I think the second smash comes back a little quicker than what he expects. There it is.
Just
Never changes, does it?
Yeah, you wouldn't know if he was winning or losing in the second set, would you?
Gulbis, 13-15.
Definitely rattled. Just making a lot of unforced errors. There's Nadal here in set number 2.
To have done the hard work.
40-30.
It's a lengthy service game again, and he's forced to work very hard there.
Gulbis conduce 4-2.
As long as it's just the one breaker serve, he will back himself to get back onto level terms.
Only ever been beaten once here, remember? A couple of years ago. It was by the man whose Mansley really took in many ways, Juan Carlos Ferreira.
New balls. 4-2.
Gulbis, up 15. Indicipare, 13-all. Gulbis, 13-15.
Melanie Uda.
Coach Brian de Villiers on the left. South African boy doing a good job as the American charge.
40-15.
Play initially from Gulbis.
40-30.
Nadal is so good with a dipping forehand. As soon as he gets it down to the feet of Gulbis, he knows he's in control of the point.
Gulbis, and he extends his lead here in set number 2. Is he going to be the first man to take a set off Rafa on the play this spring? Well, he's trying to be the first man to get a set off Rafa. He's now the first man to get to 5 games in a single set thus far. So a morale boosting statistic, if he's aware of it. There's just a bit of just a kind of hush, buzz, if you like, around the arena here. I'm not quite sure what to make of this, I don't think.
I think it's a little bit of his disbelief. This young kid is pushing Nadal.
Sexting home, you're not going to believe the score. Well, it's a long way to go.
Tempo. Seguite rapidamente, grazie.
That is the score. The Latvian here, pushing the king of clay very hard indeed.
Quindici 0. 15 now.
There's Tim Phillips. Used to be the big boy at the All England Tennis Club, better known as Wimbledon.
Backhand. 10 to 20%, I'd say, today.
30 all.
Only Gulbis here. He's 2 points away from stealing a set.
Just giving all kinds of trouble. 21 forced errors total, 13 from his forehand side. It's a lot for Rafa.
Gulbis.
Set point for the Latvian. The upper hand in that rally.
Just doing what he does best. Using that heavy forehand cross court. Outmaneuver his opponent.
Vantaggio Nadal.
Was out all the way until it landed.
Check at that.
Gulbis.
That's how good this guy is.
But now comes the hard work. Couldn't serve it out the first time against Roger Federer. It's going through his mind. It's of course just a set. It would be a big one.
serve has been exceptionally good today. Regularly hitting the lines. That kind of velocity, it's going to be unreturnable more often than not.
Punch again.
Oh, it's on there. Such a clean strike. No hint of nerves.
And 15, 30-15.
Seen too much of that in this set. Hasn't needed to be fair. Rafa can't make it. And this young man from Latvia is on the verge once again of taking us into a deciding set.
Grazie.
He's done it. Gulbis took out Roger Federer at the start of the week. Couldn't be a double, could it? The unthinkable's happened though. Nadal's lost a set on clay here. 6-3.
Ten nejlepší hokej pokračuje. Sledujte Playoff NHL živě na Nova Sport. Souhrn zajímavostí, informace ze zákulisí a výběr toho nejlepšího z nejslavnější evropské fotbalové soutěže. Sledujte pravidelný magazín Champions League. Dnes večer na programu Nova Sport. Francouzská nejvyšší fotbalová soutěž finišuje. 35. kolo svedlo dohromady dva největší favority. Druhé Auxerre a vedoucí Olympique Marseille. Domácí tým patří k velkému překvapení letošní sezóny. Nejenže je stále ve hře o přímý postup do Ligy mistrů, ale také si udržuje reálnou naději na titul. Po loňském 8. místě teď míří fotbalisté z Burgundska až na samotný vrchol. Dnes večer sledujte Nova Sport.
Well, it is the first set that Nadal has lost here in a couple of years on his run to the title here in 2009. He enjoyed a clean sweep, 10 straight. Been a perfect card thus far up until just now.
Who would have guessed it? The rookie. Only non-Spaniard left in the draw. He's the one who's giving the king all kinds of hassles.
Partita finale. Grazie Nadal. Grazie. Giocatori sono pronti. Grazie.
Third set. Now the start. Gulbis needed a visa to be playing today. I think they're preparing the application forms for news tomorrow.
Yeah, the only non-Spaniard in the final four. I stuck my neck out and said that Nadal will probably not lose a set this clay court season, given what I'd seen from him thus far. That's gone out the window.
Gulbis is being... Oh no, it's good.
It's good. Because you sweep the court like this, you can hear. It's really good. Yeah.
I like him. He's a good kid. And it's Gulbis.
Ollie Clough in the Hawkeye booth concurs, and that's what matters. Pretty average drop shot.
15 off.
He's had a couple of good ones, but this certainly doesn't come into that category. Way too much air, and Nadal was on it in a flash.
It's on the line.
15-30.
Dipped in at the last moment. What a shot that was.
That one was placed with geometric precision. Corner to corner stuff.
Position A there.
It's such a lively arm.
But another positive play. Another good point from Gulbis. He's in the ascendancy right now. It's Gulbis. Brilliant.
That one just clips the line.
And 30-40.
Boy, oh boy, has he looked good in the last 50 minutes or so.
Grazie, grazie.
The gentleman in the front row just took a very deep breath. Maybe time for Gulbis to do the same.
So crucial if Gulbis could break here. Keep the momentum working in his favour. He's done well to win that second set. If he can continue on that trend, it'll be so important for him.
Initially did so well.
And he certainly did that lob right here. Check out that depth. And just gets a little stuck here, doesn't know what to do. Gave away the advantage in the point again.
Serve from Nadal. Look at the reaction. 2 hours on the board. This is a really good contest right now.
Well, it's a good thing he ended up hanging to a serve there, because he had a tough time dealing with Gulbis' serve, especially the first one. He's hitting it with pace, and you can see Gulbis is hitting the corners, and when he gets that first serve in, he's winning 76% of the points, and you can understand why. See how well he's spreading it, but on the second serve, it's a different scenario altogether. When he's down to his weakest second offering, he's only winning 26% of the points. Throw in there 2 double faults, that doesn't help his numbers at all. So that's why it's so important for Gulbis to keep serving big and to get that first serve in. It's day and night when he makes it.
Can he keep making it? That's the question. First cross court, then change it up, and then hit the drop shot. Do everything.
He's got excellent feel off that backhand side. How many times have we seen Nadal struggle to do anything meaningful with that particular shot, even when he gets to it?
Full pass, full pass.
ever.
30-0. 39.
Again, just how important that first serve is. 3 first serves, and he's up 40 love.
This time, pulling the strings.
40-15, 40-15. Gulbis.
Right at the start of the match, wasn't it? Very first game. Gulbis gave up his serve. Since then has been rock solid.
Girls tournament starts tomorrow. In fact, at qualies this week. Daniela Hentikova in the house, keeping an eye on what's going on. And that guy just to her right, so coach Carlos Cuadrado, he used to be one of the top juniors in the world, French Open junior champion. Career cut short because of knee problems. Well, it's been a superb performance of ball striking. Such a good play. Not scared to pepper Nadal's forehand. Play though.
30-15.
his nose in front here.
Nadal
This third set,
2 games to 1.
semi-final here in Rome. It's excellent stuff. 2-1. That's a good week for the women next week. Top 10 in the world all here. Serena Williams, top in that list. Safina, Jankovic, they're all here. Was William Renshaw back in the late 19th century who won Wimbledon. Came off board, said enjoyed the game, but don't think it's going to catch on. It's come a very, very long way. These people are glued to this one. Absorbing stuff. Shot again, brings him a reward. And that expression.
Entra 15, 13, 15. Look
at that. That doesn't tell you as well how many balls have put him in the decent position in the rally, because that would be probably treble. Gulbis, just phenomenal.
Gulbis, 2 games on.
Last time an unseeded player won this one. It's a long way to go, but Felix Mantilla.
Replay points.
Well, I think the DJ just leaned forward onto his DJ box over there and set it off. Not winning too many popularity contests right now, that's for sure.
Decent position. A love hole for Rafael Nadal. Still in there. On serve in the third we are.
Well, they'll be a little concerned. Nadal has been taken to the limit. Don't have lost the faith though. Those grey sideburns that just happened in the last half an hour or so, Uncle Tony.
Up and out of the chair with a bit of vent. David Ferrer awaits the winner. Rafa was after it, but I don't think he would have done much with it.
Per favore.
close, he knows it.
0-30, love 30.
Barely let up in the last hour and a half.
The scary thing is, Nick, he hasn't missed a first serve in this deciding set. 12 of 12.
Very loose points all of a sudden. Rafa, great points.
So far in this match, Gulbis has only missed one first serve when he's faced a break point. It's quality stuff. Very nice. Playing without shackles. Look what he's doing when he's serving at break point as well. Those red balls are the aces. First serves there, both corners. That's why he's been so good at saving so many. Aware of how well he's been serving in this third set?
Yeah, I think he is. But I think he's just in the zone. And as Gulbis was described Neil Harmon of the Times newspaper as having the look of a church choir boy when he first burst onto the scene. At the moment, Nadal is dancing to his tune. Though.
Nadal.
Just when you think you're out of the woods, save 3 break points. In the deep end.
Servicio.
Good, because anything less wouldn't have sufficed. Nadal asks a tough question right here. Shoelace volley. How's that? Couldn't have thrown it there. if he wanted to, any better. It was a horrendous drop shot, way too high. Look at that. Moves so well for a big guy.
Gulbis.
6'3".
Giocatori sono pronti.
Of escapism from Ernest Gulbis, back from love 40 in that game. On we go, threes.
Be a major plot point that in the outcome of this third set. Remember it. Nadal 3-2, 40 love to the good. Only 5 players have ever beaten Nadal and Federer in the same tournament. Davydenko twice, Nalbandian twice, Del Potro once, and Djokovic once. On clay, it's never happened. Gulbis edging ever closer to being that guy.
Zero. 15, love 15.
Nicky Pilic who did the early work with Gulbis.
Recognised the talent, nurtured it.
Disappointed by that. Pressure. He's dealing with Nadal's forehand to his backhand so well, causing him any trouble. Yeah, no wonder.
Delta 15, 13, 15.
wide.
Oh, 2 millimeters out.
14-15.
Breathing room again.
Nadal holds once more, and on we go here in the Foro Italico. Coming to a conclusion. 4-3. Well, Nadal had Gulbis, loved the 40 there. At the 3 break point, Gulbis again found the big serve, as he has done throughout the course of the match. Look at him, it looks like he's just walked off the beach. Very laid back look.
Well, the town that he comes from is one of the best beach towns in all of Latvia. Jurmala is the name of the city.
Just dropping behind the Monte Mario here. Particular mountain though, not among the 7 hills of Rome. Despite the fact it's the highest. Couple of matches as Rafa, 2 hours and 31 so far this spring, but not so today.
Such good shot selection there. So many other players tend to go to the backhand with that approach, and that's what gets them into trouble. This particular approach shot, because you're going cross-court, you can hit it a little harder. You're also going over the middle of the net, and Nadal's got a tendency to lean to his right, expecting guys to go to the backhand. Great shot selection there from Gulbis.
15-30.
Shots in the rally. It's very close. A couple of games to go.
Amazing how many times he's hit the line with that first serve. 13 aces. Just had the feeling, as soon as he tried to take that on with his forehand, he was going to be in trouble.
13-14.
Well, Rafa's had 4 break points in this set. They all came Gulbis' last service game. Another one right here.
Out. Tying up. Yes.
Gulbis immediately shuts his man out. Look at those numbers. 78, 72, 85. It's as good as it gets.
Out. Nadal, Gulbis.
Comes through another sticky situation here, and once more he draws us level in the decider.
Does so well here on defense, and it's the inside out forehand paying dividends again.
4 games on.
He's got the tactics spot on in sets 2 and 3.
Grazie. Giocatori sono pronti, grazie. Mille.
Quite thrilling match. 4-all.
That wasn't even close.
Down the line.
15 all.
He might need a chiropractor at the end of the week. He's leaning over.
wasn't an easy smash. Nadal made him hit the tougher option.
15-30.
Oh, raise your bet, son. 50 winners. That's unthinkable against Nadal on the surface. You sure about the drop shot there or not?
Goodness me, this was about an inch from
I
making
think he
it.
shouldn't have played that initial drop shot, Nick. Should have gone with the power play. Leo Pericoli in the background. He's gasping just like we were.
Four all, 30 all. Settle.
It's been a good battle today. We highlighted it at the start of this match. Backhand of Gulbis against this guy's forehand. He's gone toe-to-toe with Nadal.
He hasn't very often today. He's come out the winner. Just a little bit too much, Ernest Gulbis. Look at that reaction. What a competitor.
Talk about winning big points. So 30-all point was massive. Managed to break down the backhand. Just got Gulbis off balance there. Look how badly he wants it. Loves the process of competing. Come on. Gotta love the attitude. What a role model for young kids taking up the sport.
It's got Rafa's racket.
Tempo.
Maybe one day we'll be here. Try and find these fans. Well, most of us came here today, I think, expecting or counting, perhaps guessing how many games Ernest Gulbis is going to rack up. Didn't think we'd still be watching 15 minutes shy of 3 hours on court. Serving to stay in it.
costly drop shots. One in the last game when he had Nadal 15-30. And that could be a crucial one there. A little heavy-handed again.
Gulbis, up 15.
Would you believe it? He's done it again.
We warned about that shot. It's gone to the well once too often in the last two games. And he's paid a hefty price. Last 3 drop shots played, 3 points lost.
Scrambling from Rafael Nadal. It's his trademark. Tony's on his feet. It's been his first real test. A first challenger on the red clay this spring. Nadal has reached match point. Nadal has done it. He will breathe a huge sigh of relief after that one. Ernest Gulbis came at him with everything today and some, and just came up short. The ultimate competitor has found a way here in Rome. Once more, he's into the final. It will be an all-Spanish affair, as we thought it may be. Gulbis has had a great week, but it's come to an end. Vamos, Rafa, indeed. 3 sets for the first time for Nadal this spring. 6-4 in the third. He wins.
Viva España is playing on the loudspeakers, but they didn't expect it to take this long. 2 hours and 47 minutes in the making before he was able to put Ernest Gulbis to the sword. And I tell you what, the Latvian played his part. Oh, did he serve so well. Backhand was rock solid. You can see how much it means to him. Loved the process of going about trying to dismantle his opponents. And when a lot of other players shy away from the battle, he gets his teeth stuck in. And some impressive numbers from both players, it must be said, even though Gulbis lost. Look at that first serve percentage, and you could see how much he relied on that first serve to hang in the match, because when he missed it, he was only winning a handful of points off his second serve. Net points won, impressive as well from Gulbis. Perhaps, if we want to be ultra critical, just went to the drop shot once too many in the last 2 games. But for Nadal, well, he fought like a warrior. Those winners to unforced errors.